It's low key, and I say I am Mr. Superfax. All right, let's get straight into the content. I'm gonna be reacting to Pockets of the Future. This dude right here, man, he really like speaks from the future, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like listening to Pockets of the Future content, it's like interacting with a future, like your future consciousness, but you not on that level yet. You don't you just you haven't expanded, you know what I'm saying? You haven't expanded to that level yet, but you're getting like pieces. It's like it's honestly listening to Pockets of the Future, it's like a cheat code. And I'm so thankful for his content because it's like a cheat code. And it's like it's speeding up. It definitely sped up my process. I mean, the dude in this video, he's gonna go through like the levels of consciousness. And I can't disagree with I literally cannot disagree with the nigga. So definitely check out Pockets of the Future on YouTube channel. They destroyed his channel. It's looking like it really don't matter what he do. Once again, YouTube is a platform for fucking idiots and morons and people that are addicted to content and people that suffer from the addiction of distraction. Let's have a real conversation. Okay.
For existence, right? If it isn't all the things that I've been told by a system that lies to me, and this is the biggest part of it, right? The biggest lie that your system tells.
So he's gonna kind of talk about like what is your purpose? And that's one of the first things as a truth seeker. Once you realize, okay, you look past the veil, you lift the veil, you're like, okay, well, what is my purpose? What even matters? If everything is bullshit, what even matters? You know what I'm saying?
This system tells you is that you're supposed to be rich and famous, or you're supposed to be successful, or you're supposed to have a lot of money, or you're supposed to have, this thing or that thing, or, a perfect relationship, and, the dream or whatever it is, whatever the system has told you is your purpose. Your purpose is to serve the military and to be a part of the, your purpose is to be a patriot and prop up your country, right? Like I've talked about, I'm not a patriot. And in fact, I'm the opposite of a patriot because, patriotism, which is a big part of the truth community, it's not really, it's dishonest. You're fighting for a country that has always been a deception and been abusive, even from its founding fathers. And you can't be both a patriot and serve God. Like you can at times. Sometimes doing what's best for America is also doing what your soul and God wants you to do, but most of the time it isn't. And so you have to make a choice between serving God or serving your country. You can only serve one master anyway. And so this idea of being a patriot, all these things that the system tells you, and most people can't get over that stuff, right? People will be like, everything's a lie except my religion, and Jesus is whatever Jesus is, right? Or whatever your religion is. And Jesus is whatever I've been told, but everything else is a lie and indoctrination. Science is a lie and the Bible is not. Or to scientists, the Bible is a lie, but science is science is pure, even though both have people in it, right? I mean, if you have people in something, they're always going to manipulate it, right? And so people can confront most of the bullshit that they believe, most of the indoctrination, but will hold some parts as sacred, some safety valves, like something to hang their hats on, and they won't be able to confront that part of it. And so the question, going back to the question, why am I here? If it isn't for whatever the system told me it is, whatever my goals are, because you start having goals and dreams when you're a kid. You dream of this, you dream of that, you want to be this, you want to be that, you want to have this, you want to have that, right? These things. You want to have a happy marriage, you want to have a big house, you want to have this, you want to be loved, you want to have nice clothes, you want to have a car, whatever it is, right?
It's all material shit. And this is just something that if like when we're outside of this body, it's so easy to understand. But when we're in this fucking cell, okay, that it's just where the emotion, these emotions are our shackles. You already full. There is no void inside your soul. You don't need a fucking bitch. You don't need a nigga. You don't need children, grandchildren. You don't need a foreign car. You don't need a good job. You don't need anything. That's we born into this bullshit deception where it's just like, that's why, bro. That's why every 5 fucking seconds it's just a commercial advertisement. I mean, come on, bro. That's why YouTube makes you pay $20 a month. So you don't have to watch commercials. And then even when you watch videos on YouTube, even though now you got YouTube Premium, the content creators are doing live action commercials in the motherfucking video. In the video. Get your bitch ass up out of here. No more commercials. No more locked doors.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Fuck out of here, bro. Every time I see a commercial, I get diarrhea, dog. Stop selling me shit. If I need something or I want something, I'm a grown ass man. I'll go to the store and buy it. You know what I'm saying?
The things that are your goals. People have goals of what they want. They want to have free time to go out and spend, go to a game and tailgate, or they look forward to these things, a Super Bowl party or whatever it is, right? And they want to have success that they can demonstrate to other people. Now they want to show people on social media how great their lives are. They want some external validation. They want thumbs up. They want likes. Whatever it might be, right? And so when you realize that that's all bullshit, right? That's because it's an illusion, a system, and some of it is things you're supposed to do. Like you are supposed to do some of it, right? You're supposed to be a mom or dad. Or you're supposed to have a job. These things. You have these things in your, samskaric pattern that I've talked about. Samskaras are the impressions you take from life to life. Being addicted.
So he says subscaras. It's the first time he's been talking about this for a while, but I've never really heard that from anybody else. I don't know if they kind of use the word instead of that word, or it's interchangeable with karma, karmic debt, whatever. But I guess it's called subscaras.
They want to show people on social media how great their lives are, and they want some external validation. They want thumbs up. They want likes. Whatever it might be, right? And so when you realize that that's all bullshit, right? That's because it's an illusion, a system, and some of it is things you're supposed to do. Like you are supposed to do some of it, right? You're supposed to be a mom or dad. Or you're supposed to have a job. These things. You have these things in your, samskaric pattern that I've talked about. Samskaras are the impressions you take from life to life. Being addiction, being an addict, having an addiction, and then you conquer that, and so it's gone. You're no longer part of your experience. But for 10 lives, you are an addict, right? So it's something like that. I've explained this in more detail. I'm not going to explain it here. But at some point, you have to.
It's interesting, and I'm gonna be honest with you. The only reason why I kind of believe in reincarnation is because it's certain behaviors that we have that I feel like I just question myself. I question my own behaviors. So, for instance, when it comes to for me personally, when it comes to death, right? Death, murder, killing, it's I'm not, some people like me, I'm really not moved by it. You know what I'm saying? But then you got other people that are their whole fucking, you know what I mean? If they could never murder somebody, they could never take somebody's life, ever, no matter the circumstance. It could be a situation. It could be. I was watching this movie. I don't know where the fuck I was watching, or maybe it was Tubi. But let me see. It was based on a real story. The Girl in the Box. Let me see. The girl in the box. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, this motherfucking. And I was supposed to do a video on this, but I don't have time to do shit because I'm always tired. But there was this movie on Tubi called The Girl in the Box, and I thought it was just some bullshit, you know. But I'm like, yo, Colleen Stan, the girl in this was a good ass fucking movie, dog. But long story short, she had so many times in this movie she was kidnapped. She was literally held as a slave. She slept in a box underneath her master's bed. I mean, it was crazy. They had the girl sign her own like signature on, like, it was like a slave draft, like, you know, like how they got the NBA draft. They basically drafted her as a first round slave pick. She had multiple chances to get away, or she had chances to kill her quote unquote master. She didn't do it. So the point I'm trying to make is, I feel like in my past life, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I feel like in my past life or past lives, I've just witnessed a lot of death, if not participated in the shit, and that's why it's just nothing. It's just I'm not moved by it. You know what I'm saying? Things like that. I feel like, you know, when you have other people that they could never, they couldn't hurt a fly, is what they say. So just, you know, just that's just one example, because it's like, you know, I was talking to this older dude that comes to my job, and then he, you know, he's you know, he's on that Jesus, he's on that like hardcore Jesus stuff. And me, I'm just like water. Like, I don't judge anything. Nothing is absolute really with me. I just observe. That's the only thing I really do. I just observe. You know what I'm saying? You know, but he was talking to me about how he feels like, you know, he doesn't believe in reincarnation. You know, I ask people real questions. So this dude is, you know, he's team Jesus. And I asked him, I said, do you believe in reincarnation? And he was like, no. And I was like, so you feel like we only get one shot at this? And he was like, yeah. And I personally disagree with that, but I could still have a conversation with somebody. Like, I don't judge people because I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care enough to invest my soul's fucking energy into somebody else. If we already on the, if me and somebody else's soul is on the same frequency, then that's it. That's all, you know what I mean? But if we not on the same level, whatever, if we not vibrating on the same shit, I really don't. It serves me no purpose to even go there. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it is what it is. Like,
to figure out what your true purpose in life is. And when you figure it out, like, it's to go back to the source, to connect to the divinity within you and follow a process that leads you back to your original creator, right? To find your
right.
creator.
So it's like your purpose. Like, you come into this motherfucker, I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, astronaut, president, all this dumb shit, basketball player, whatever other dumb shit. I want to be an OnlyFans bitch. All of this bullshit. But once you peel back all the layers of distraction, the only purpose here is to awaken your consciousness to understand, oh, the whole point of this whole shit is to return to source. So I have to figure it out. I have to figure out how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, you know, so for my example, my you know, from my experience and using myself as an example, we had a conversation of like, did you choose your parents or family? Did you already choose these people? Did you already choose the your entire life that you were gonna live and all the trauma and fucked up shit you was gonna go through? Did you agree to that before you even came here? And the only reason why I would believe that is because the whole point, you cannot reach that level of awakening if you're attached to anything, right? So you have to conquer attachments first before you can reconnect with the source. You know what I'm saying? Because the only thing that you're supposed to be attached to is the source. You feel me? So the only reason why I would feel like I I chose this miserable fucking just torturous, is that a word? Torturous, these psychopaths that are supposed to be my I was supposed that were supposed to spawn me, these a beta male and a narcissistic piece of shit, you know what I mean, that never takes accountability. The only reason why I would think that I signed up for that is so that it can speed up the process of me becoming just like overstanding, like just reconnecting with my own soul. You know what I'm saying? Being born into a loveless family where since I came into this fucking earth, the people that brought me here, all they do is tell me everything is my fault since I'm a child. Since I'm a child, all they tell me everything is my fault. When I do something right, I'm wrong. When I make a mistake, I'm even more wrong. You know what I'm saying? There's only two paths you can take. It's one of, and it's just the game is just so weird because it's like 9 times out of 10 that trauma is going to turn you into a monster. That trauma is going to turn you into you know what I mean? Is you know that trauma is going to turn you. You're going to be on some Hitler type of time. You know what I mean? That's really where it take you. It's like what are the odds that you actually don't take that path? What are the odds of that? Because naturally you're a product of your environment. So if you're being raised by a demonic narcissist, that's ultimately, so that's supposed to be your outcome. You know what I'm saying? But I think that when you elevate to a certain level and you open up your spirit, whatever, and you just communicate with source, you know what I'm saying, or you allow the source to work through you, that's just that's the odds, that's the 1 out of 10 odds you overcome it. You know what I'm saying? Because the majority of people, I look around, you look at their parents, they're just like their parents or worse. You look at their environment, they're just like their environment or worse. We live in a world where fucking niggas is niggas is crying over King Von. I hate niggas. There's times I hate niggas. I hate, you know what I'm saying? I equally hate everybody. But there's times I hate niggas. But I wouldn't kill a nigga. And these people is out here glorifying a nigga that was out here committing genocide against other niggas. You know what I'm saying? We just saw Kendrick had his concert and you had all these niggas on stage from different gangs popping ass, shaking a coochie. right, all these thug, it was so much thug loving going on at that Kendrick and Friends concert, right? And I'm just like, this is exactly what I'm saying. And this is why this proves my point, and this is why I hate celebrities, because these celebrities like Kendrick Lamar and Drake and all of these dudes, they could change so much, but they choose not to. Kendrick had all them niggas, all them grown ass gang banging, demonic ass demon savage Negroes up on there dancing like it was a cookout or some shit, dancing in front of the white people on Juneteenth. Let's have a real conversation, right? Them gang bangers was cooning it up. Let's have a real conversation, right? but it brought an energy and frequency and vibration of peace and happiness and love. And I'm like, you don't even, you rappers and you people of influence, you have the ability to do this 365 days of the year, but you choose not to. And that's why I don't fuck with these people. The people that have the power, that have the real power or influence to bring people together, but they don't. They choose not to. People that have the finances, right? Or even just you don't have to give nobody money, but show people how you make money. Show people how you became a billionaire. So if you don't want, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to give nobody nothing, a handout or anything like that. Show people how you did it. But you know what I'm saying? We live in this hellish realm, man. We live in this punk ass realm where it's just like, bro, it's every man for himself, man. Even when it comes to your family. You know what I'm saying? Like the universe right now, it's been like this my whole life. But right now it's a lot of pressure that I'm going through. And the universe wants me to grab something to grab something really heavy and just beat the shit out of these two people that brought me into this hellish realm. The universe wants me to grab something really heavy and do something irreversible. You know what I'm saying? And just and because I'm the type of person, I'll never go to jail. So I'm saying that on the record. If anybody ever came and if another man ever came and tried to put me in handcuffs, that would be whoever is involved. That would be everybody's last day in this simulation. And that's no allegedly. I've said that for the record. Certain things I would never go for. Another man attempting to take my whatever this little bit of freedom is, yeah, bro, it's not happening.
And to me, that's what the real goal of human life is. And I've experienced it for years doing the Sajmark system meditation, you know, the path, the journey. And then I've had experiences with the creator and the source as well. And so this spiritual journey is, you know, you have a material life that's here. And while you're going on your material journey, if you do it right, you also are moving closer and closer to your spiritual, you know, your spiritual origin point, where you were created, and you're going back to the source and learning things on the way about the godly workings, the godly ways, and you're having epiphanies and these things, right? And oddly enough, because they started Sajmarg in 1993, and I became a, you know, what we now call a truther in 2000 and whatever it is, you know, 2000s, right? Early 2000s. I already had that idea. But, you know, oddly enough, like going through this process, going through these different levels, all the levels I've described here as a truther, has helped me on my spiritual path and confirmed to me.
So I want to find the part where he goes through the levels, because like I said, this shit is Paul's level of consciousness is masterful. No diddy. The dude is just, and once again, he's traveled. He's traveled to different places. The dude is well versed, man. Let me see if I can find the part.
You know, Siddhartha, the Buddha. You know, all of these different levels, or all these different sort of intentions, or, you know, people's people fluctuate back and forth. People regress. People, you know, are multifaceted in their approach to something, right? But one of these orientations is the strongest for a person. And maybe they flirt with some of the higher levels and they regress to some of the lower levels.
And you know, something that I think about, like, it's like, okay, if I do something, if I just crash out, and I really think about this, like I think about my you know, am I going to leave this dimension, or am I going to be recycled? You know, and I think about that shit. While everybody is out here worried about, I'm surrounded by people that's worried about the dumbest shit. I'm surrounded by people that worry about the stupidest fucking I'm over here worried about being recycled and what dimension and aligning my subconscious. These motherfuckers out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I they worried about likes. They out here trying to get validation from strangers. They're trying to gain confidence from a fucking stranger that they'll never meet. You know what I mean? Like that's just the gap. You know what I mean? Um, all while I'm basically still homeless and shit, you know what I'm saying? About to get kicked out of where I live at, and I just want to crash out. But I think about that. I'm like, well, if I crash out, is it gonna set me back? Is it gonna set me back? And is it gonna make me, is it gonna be the reason I get recycled, or is it gonna put me, if I crash out and then really like nobody ever hears from me again type shit, is that gonna dictate the next dimension I go into or some shit like that? And it's just, I just feel like, these are things that I think about. I'm like, I'm always just trying to like hold back, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to just exercise like patience, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to tap into spiritual foresight, you know what I'm saying? But it's hard. It's the hardest shit in the world, because every single day I was at Target today. I bought one of these little punk ass as seen on TV like air cooler things. But I was like, I didn't even open it. I brought it back because they were saying it don't even work. Like I read a couple reviews and they were saying the shit don't even work. It just it really is just a humidifier, and then it could make your whole fucking room moldy. And I was like, I'm not even dealing with that shit. So I took it back and I got a gift card because I lost the receipt. And then of course I found the receipt after they put all the money on a gift card. So anyway, I'm at Target. I never go to Target. I've been to Target like 2 times in the last year. I never go to Target. That's okay. I'll save that for the garlic aioli colored people, respectfully. Okay, and Target is overpriced as shit. But I had no choice. I had to take an Uber to Target. So I'm whatever. $65 fucking dollars later. I bought like 10 things. I bought some chicken and shit, some soap so I could wash my musty ass. $65 later. I go to the self checkout. I don't see no fucking signs. I go to the self checkout. I get to the self checkout, ring all my shit up, put the gift card through, and then I had to pay cash with the rest. The motherfucking machine, not a single, I didn't see one sign. The machine gonna say, oh, it don't accept cash. I'm like, motherfucker, right? So I got a flag. They got 4 machines. Only 2 of the machines was working, and they didn't take cash. Okay. So then I'm looking over. I'm like, hey, can somebody come help me? And then here I had a Karen encounter today, and it's rare, but I had a Karen encounter. Pretty sure I was the only black person in line, so there's that. You know what I'm saying? But I had a Karen encounter. It was a lady like standing in line, and then out of nowhere, she says to me, she says something like, the sign says it's cash or something. The sign said it doesn't accept cash. And so they had a sign, but I didn't see it because I was on the phone, arguing with a bitch ass nigga. So I was distracted. But the sign, it was no sign near this, like by the self checkout. Normally, whenever I go to a self checkout, because I'm the self checkout god, I hate people. Okay, I hate people, so I'm always at the self checkout. Self checkout is my best friend. Okay, but normally when you go to the self checkout, they'll have a sign on the actual machine or above it or right next to it that says cash only or credit only. You know what I'm saying? It'll be on the machine, so they had a sign like, like mad far away from the machine, and I'm like, how the fuck? I walked right past I walked right past the shit because it was nowhere near the machine. What the fuck? So the lady's like, the call. So the lady says, while I'm waiting for the person to come over, or whatever, because I live in Jersey and people are very impatient and they go nowhere fast. They love going nowhere fast, right? So the lady says, she's like, the sign said, yeah, that's what she was like. She was like, the sign says the machine doesn't take cash. And then I was like, well, the sign should be on the damn machine. The sign was like literally like almost 10 feet away from the machine, dog. I'm like, what? You niggas is retarded in this place, man. And that's why I don't come to Target, right? So I'm like, the shine should be on the machine. I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? And then she's like, I don't know. She says something else. She says I don't remember, but I was like, I just went along. I kept going along with her because I'm like, yeah, bitch, I'm not about to play around with you. So she said something else. I can't remember what she said. She said something else, and I said something back. I can't remember. And then she was like, just saying. And then I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, well, you gonna have to wait. And I was like, I'm just saying too. So, so she wanted to open her mouth, and once again, like, it's nowhere near serious situation where it's like you're you should say anything to me. Why are you talking to me? Why are you talking to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you had to wait like 30 more seconds, and I ended up using my card or whatever, but you had to wait 30 more seconds, and you're willing to, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is how sheltered people are. You talking to a grown ass man. I could step on your face. I could literally step on your fucking face, you dumb white bitch. And you talking to a grown ass man like you're combat ready. And this is what I'm saying. It's just like, that's why I'm like, bring the purge on, bring the apocalypse on. Fuck all of these people, bro. Fuck all of these people. Don't nobody have no like the nobody had that, just like this the level of respect, bro. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? People fuck up all the time around me. I'm around people that fuck up all the time, you know? And it's that moment where it's like, I'm like, okay, I could be that person that calls them out or whatever, but I give them grace. I choose to give them grace. Now, if you do some off the wall bullshit, I'm gonna call you out. But I mean, little stuff like that, bro. Like, you willing to get your skull like crushed over getting into an argument? Because then she like, after I said, so yeah, so you're gonna have to wait. I'm just saying. Then she ends up talking to a dude in line, but I'm like checked out. I'm already mad about something else. I'm already in my mind, like, you know what I mean, upset about something else. I'm not even thinking about this fucking dumbass lady, but she turns around or does something. She says something to the dude in line, and they start giggling or start talking about something. I'm like, bro, this is exactly what I'm saying. It's little stuff like that get your ass kicked. It's little stuff like that you will get your ass kicked. If I'm somebody else, fuck that. If I let the demon, if I just let the demon, you know what I'm saying? If I let the demon do what the demon want to do, bro, just like that, because you don't know how to just shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the world that we live in, man. We live in a world where people just don't know how to shut the fuck up, man. And a lot of shit can be avoided by just shutting the fuck up, giving people grace. You know what I'm saying? Being patient. So these are things that I'm trying to, in this lifetime, these are things that I'm trying to embrace and really live. You know what I'm saying? Not just talk about, but live. You know what I mean? You know? Because I'm like, yeah, what? In my opinion, like, so I'm like, man, I might have to, like, shit. Maybe I need to move to Saudi Arabia, one of these countries where if a bitch talk, okay, if a bitch talk, I'm gonna have to borrow a hurricane chainsaw. Okay, what did you say, bitch? I should have turned around in that Target. I should have said, "What did you say, bitch?" I would have turned on. I would have went on. I would have went on Spotify, turned on. I would have been like Siri. I would have been like Siri, play Chris Benoit theme music. You know what I'm saying? All right. I would have went straight to the chainsaw aisle. All right. Okay. Don't no female should never don't engage with men. You don't know if that nigga crazy or not. You don't engage with men ever. That's what I would tell my daughter. Never engage with a man. Shut the fuck up and walk away. Cause if you say something or you disrespect the man and the nigga, you don't know what the nigga going through. And if you could say the smallest shit, you might not even think it's disrespectful. But that is a man. That nigga, you could be the same height, same size. That man will fucking crush your skull, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Not being afraid of men, but having awareness to understand, to overstand. The nigga can crush your skull. And he might do it. And all you're gonna hear is the lovely sounds of Chris Benoit. Fuck is you talking about? And I'll never understand that. I'll never understand that, man. I don't know how we got, but yeah, so once again, I chose grace. I didn't choose violence. I chose grace. Cause honestly, bro, like I'm the type of person when it's repping time, when it's time for the nigga shit, bro, I'm gonna be on the news. Y'all be like, yo, low key, we saw y'all ass on CNN, nigga. I be like, that's me in my soul and my spirit. That's me. You know what I'm saying? But that's all just like they send these people at you. You don't even be doing shit. You be my nigga. I was just buying some groceries, man. I'm out here I'm broke as hell. So I'm buying some groceries so that I could try to save some money. And then I got this dumbass bitch talking to me. Why are you talking to me? Once again. And then it's just like once again, because I wouldn't do that to somebody else. I'd just go find a different register or I would shut the fuck up. But nothing that I'm going to say to, if I'm in line, there's nothing that I'm going to say to a person that's going to speed up the process. You're actually going to stretch it out longer. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that was some bullshit. Another reason why I just hate going outside, because I don't say shit to nobody. It's always a random person that says something to me, and then I got like, here come the motherfucking like the simulation. I feel like who wants to be a millionaire type shit. Okay, in the simulation, I just get a couple multiple choice answers and questions and shit, and I'm like, okay, do I kill this bitch? Do I crush this bitch skull? Okay. All right. Do I punch her directly in the throat? Okay. Do I choose grace? Do I choose grace? It's 95 degrees outside. Okay. The air conditioning is blowing directly on me, and my balls is musty in the shower. Okay. I'm still pissed off about that. Do I choose grace? Okay. Or do I follow this bitch home and kill her whole family, her whole bloodline? Okay. Do I follow this bitch home and end up on a motherfucking YouTube channel called Law and Order? What do I do? Okay. Please. But that's Negro here nor there.
Blame and hatred and the negativity, depending on what's going on in their lives. Like it's like a human being. You function on multiple levels. Even the best.
And that's why I feel like in my past life, I was a hitman or a mercenary or an assassin. Because like in my subconscious mind, the answer to everything is just always like violence for me. And I don't even have control over it. You know what I mean? Like in my subconscious mind, anytime somebody just like violate or they're disrespectful, I'm just like, break this nigga face. And then I come back to this realm and I'm like, oh wait, we're not allowed to do that. You know what I'm saying?
People, the most saintly people in the world, have moments of selfishness and egoism and what's in it for me, and why did thou forsake me, God, as Jesus said. Like, everyone has these moments of doubt and loss of faith in things. And even the worst people have their moments of compassion and, some signs of a higher nature in them, right? The final level to the whole so-called truth community, the final, where you graduate from it. This is a graduation from being like a part of this, understanding that the worldly system is rigged against you. There's actually two parts to this, right? So in understanding the concept of Maya, illusion, in Sanskrit, the word is Maya. And that is everything on the earthly plane is illusion, even to the extent that color is an illusion. Because, for example, all the green that you see outside isn't the color of the plant. The plant is absorbing all the other colors of light, the yellows, the oranges, the reds, the violet, all these things. And it's rejecting green. It's blocking the green, and it's pushing the green back out and reflecting it back out. So it appears to be green, but it's really the rejection of green. It's absorbing all the other colors and rejecting the green, right? So it's the opposite of what you think it is, right? That's illusionary. And on a deeper level, you have a soul, right? So there's people who see this as a simulation, and they flirt with that idea, this idea, these things. And that's good. But on a deeper level, understanding that you have a soul, you have a spiritual essence. And because of that, this is not who you really are. Your soul creates your body and your life, and your life as a human being is just a blip on your existence, right? A small blip in your existence. Like, your lives can be, your existence is like the beach, and your life is like one grain of sand, right? If you think about your soul being created at the beginning of the universe, and then when the universe implodes on itself again, whatever that time period is, quadrillions of years, you're going to live 70, 80 years, right? It's nothing. And, time is even different when you're in a soul form. So it's not even something you can conceive of in terms of your material life and this illusion, this third dimensional illusion that your soul is encapsulated in, and the experiences that you're having that almost don't mean anything because of the short time period and the fact that it's not really, you're caught in a video game, right? A 3D video game that feels so real, but is actually something else, right? It's just an illusion of your true nature. And so with all those things in consideration, when you start believing that everything is a lie or that the system itself is a deception, then all the things that you're doing, all the purposes that you're doing here, well, all the goals that you have, and they might be things you have to achieve. They're legitimate things, but they're in themselves, they're an illusion, right? They're part of a bigger illusion. So then becomes the graduating question for a truther, which is, why the fuck am I here? What's my
Yeah, when Paul said that shit, I was just laughing. Why the fuck am I here? Because that shit is so scary when you get to that level. Once again, it's just constant. Like, it's so many fucking wrong paths of consciousness you can go down. And that's why people get stuck in all the fake woke bullshit. They get stuck in the Tim Pools, the Alex Jones, the Andrew Tates, all of them. They get stuck down. You went down there. You made the wrong turn, blood. You made the wrong turn, blood. You got off the wrong exit, gang. Now look at you. You a useful idiot. You an agent. You're a provocateur. Now look at you. You a woke narcissist, you stupid bastard. Let's have a real conversation. Right? So it's like when you get to that point, as far as like, yo, we living in a video game shit. Once again, that's real dangerous because it's like you get in a certain situation. You could be at work and you, one of your coworkers or your manager give you an attitude, or they being an asshole. You could just, in your mind, some people be like, man, it's just a video game. I don't even care. This is just a video game. It doesn't even matter. Stab the bitch in the neck. You know what I'm saying? Because they got caught up in that. They get caught up in that idea. And I'm not saying that this shit is not a video game, but there's rules to every video game. Okay, Mario can't fly, nigga. I'm lying. Mario can fly. When he put the little raccoon shits on, right? Or Mario can fly, can he? That was a bad example. But there's rules to the video game. Mario don't never save Peach. That's one of the rules of the video game. Okay? Because if Mario saved Peach, Nintendo is going bankrupt. Let's have a real conversation, okay? There's rules to the video game. There's rules to the video game. Okay? You feel me? So you gotta like it. You gotta just. That's why so few make it, man. Like real truth seekers. Because like Paul says, you have to look in the mirror. You have to look in the fucking mirror, dog. The video game is literally like it's you against you. You're the final boss. You're the beginning and the final boss. You're the end and you're the beginning and the end. Nigga, okay? You the motherfucker in Super Smash Brothers, you that big ass white glove. You gotta fight yourself, nigga.
My purpose, right? Why am I here? You know, what's my reason?
And that's why, like, when I think about like these people in my life that did me so dirty and so foul, and they triggered me so much, and they done so much psychological torment and torture on my life. And I'm like, I could literally like do something to you right now, and I'll never have to worry about you ever again. But I'm like, I'm not doing that because that would affect me. That would affect me. You know what I'm saying? That would affect the effects of that would be worse on me than on them. I'd be setting myself back. You know what I'm saying? Moving on to my future self. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why I don't crash out. That's the only reason why I don't crash out. Because I don't be giving a fuck about shit, and I really don't have shit to lose.
Reason for existence, right? If it isn't all the things that I've been told by a system that lies to me, and this is the biggest part of it, right? The biggest lie that your system tells you, this system tells you, is that you're supposed to be rich and famous, or you're supposed to be successful.
So yeah, shout out Pockets of the Future. This dude, like, I feel like he's one of the most genuine motherfuckers out here. And it's really fucked up what YouTube is doing to his channel. I pray that every Google YouTube employee for Christmas, they when they open up their little, you know, gifts or whatever, I hope there's a smallpox blanket in there, and I hope there's some anthrax in their like their little stockings and shit. Respectfully, right? So I want to talk about The Boys.
Successful. You're supposed to.
I want to talk about The Boys. And I'm a little upset. This is definitely a hard no Diddy. This is definitely a hard, what do they call that? Transition or so I was watching The Boys. They got the new season. We're on the 4th episode. I watched like half of the 4th episode, but I'm really fucking like I'm really annoyed with this show. This show, The Boys, has really became like a meme. Like it's become, the show itself has become like a woke meme. I have no problem with shows, you know,
Shreds by shampoo.
shows that mirror reality. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel like they're kind of they're once again they're doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like once again, I fucked the dude that plays Homelander. I think his name is Anthony Starr. I knew about him in the show Banshee. Banshee was a good ass show. He's a pretty good. He shows a lot of range as Homelander, but the dude is a great actor. My favorite character is Butcher. That's my guy. No Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Butcher's fucking dying. Or at least they're dragging it out. Butcher is my favorite character. If they kill him off, it's gonna be hard to watch this shit, to be honest with you. But they didn't turn, the thing that really pissed me off once again, and I think that they said, I don't know, I don't want to say that because I don't know if it's true, but I think I heard like there's liberals that created this show or some shit. I don't know. I had to do more research into it, but they didn't turn Frenchie fucking into a fag, and I don't respect that, and I don't like that at all. I don't know whose idea that was. Like Frenchie was out here getting more pussy than anybody on the show. Okay, he was fucking an Asian bitch, a Japanese chick, and then he had that badass Russian bitch. Okay, he was knocking him down, Frenchie, and then now he's Frenchie is gripping boy ass. And apparently, like Frenchie, the black dude that Frenchie is having sex with, he killed his family. So I'm like, bro, what? Like this, like they just go out of their way to put gay shit in these fucking shows, man. It's just so fucking annoying, man. Oh, there you go. Pride Month. Yeah. There you go. I forgot it's Pride Month. Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even read the comic books. You know what I'm saying? Also, another thing that really another thing that really fucking pisses me off is his son. I'm gonna get back to his son, but this fucking bitch, man, she pisses me off. I guess her name is Firecracker. She just joined the 7, right? So it's a spinoff of the Justice League. A lot of these, it's funny though. I will say I love that about this show. It just shows you like what a piece of shit these quote unquote superheroes are, right? Like behind the scenes, right? But she doesn't even have any superpowers that I can think of, but her superpower is, propaganda. Like they use her as the propaganda arm of the 7, right? She's basically the Alex Jones, Andrew Tate's, Ryan Garcia of this show. Her superpower is the bitch got a podcast, and she basically got a cult, of people that she has influence over. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this shit is mocking us. It's just 365 days of the year. They mock us, and then even when they're wrong, they never apologize. You know what I'm saying? So in this show, that's basically like Firecracker's role. Like she's like the Alex Jones, you know what I'm saying, pushing that left-right paradigm bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Homelander is basically he's listening to what's her name's sister something, I don't know, but they got a black girl in the show now. Let me see if I can find her on here. like Sister Truth or some shit like that. I don't know. She got a weird ass name. But basically, like her superpower is this her right here. Let me see. This bitch forehead is insane. Right. So then this is where they start the riots right here. I'm trying to, god damn. Yeah, this girl right here, the black girl. She looked like this nigga I used to work with. She looked like this nigga I used to work at the movie theater with. But anyway, her superpower is she's the smartest, and they always say she's the smartest woman, and she says she's the smartest person in the world, right? So that's her superpower. And basically, like, once again, like she told Homelander, look, if you want to be looked at, like, basically it's like this anti-Christ agenda that they're running with, you know, playing for Homelander, that okay, if you want to be, you know, worshipped and looked at as like and praised by everybody, you have to get both of these, you have to initiate some shit, you know, some basically a fucking civil war damn near, and have both sides going at each other, and then you come in and you push peace, you save the day type shit, you mend whatever the fuck, you know, the bullshit he created. Let's have a real conversation, you know. So it's really some anti-Christ element going on here, you know what I'm saying? And then she was like fucking the dude. The dude's name is Deep. She fucking the dude that's out here fucking octopuses and shit. This show is crazy as hell. I hate the son. I hate Homelander's son. He is just the most like, nigga has no fucking emotions at all. He's just, I mean, well, he's emo as fuck. But the nigga don't, his son don't never smile. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never in a good mood, you know. It's just real bottom energy. I guess his name is Ryan with his son, you know. I'm trying to find, here he is right here. Just always just like looking like he want to cry about some shit. You know what I mean? I hate this little motherfucker, man. I'm like, bro, I can't believe, like, I wish I was an actor, bro. I can't believe somebody is getting paid to just like, you just come on set and act like a bitch for fucking 30 minutes or whatever, 5 minutes on camera. You know what I'm saying? And then you get paid to do that. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. How do I sign up to play a role like this, you know? So basically Butcher is trying to save him from Homelander. Ryan don't even like Homelander. He don't even, you know, Homelander is his father. He don't even fuck with him like that. He knows that Butcher is trying to help him. You know what I mean? Even the way he was conceived, you know, let me know if this goes with the comic books. But I think his mother and Butcher were in a relationship, and I think Homelander somehow has sex with his mom, and then they created Ryan or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Homelander's an asshole. Homelander grabbed that bitch by the pussy, man. Let's have a real conversation. So he's just Ryan is just basically a modern day, like, you know, super emotional. I don't know if like they could put a wig on this nigga and he could easily look like a girl. You know. But yeah, the character development here, some, like, you know, I heard some people say he's a good actor, but this is just like, it's just annoying. You know, he knows that Homelander, he doesn't want to be like Homelander. There was the one scene where they were just basically filming that propaganda, doing a commercial for him and shit, making him look like a good guy, whatever, trying to basically introduce him, you know, as like a superhero or whatever. And the nigga threw the dude into the wall, and like he just smashed up against the damn wall. It's just stupid, bro. So basically, everybody is saying that the only person that can beat Homelander is Ryan, or if you go with the comics, I think they said Black Noir. But in this show, so I guess last season, Black Noir, like Homelander ripped his fucking guts out. You know what I'm saying? But because Black Noir doesn't talk, he doesn't, you know what I'm saying? The nigga is the Kawhi Leonard of the seven. You know what I mean? Like, you want to talk about, like, if minding your business was a person, all he do is mind his business and kill people. That's all he do. That's all Black Noir do. Okay, is shut the fuck up. And when he not shutting the fuck up, he killing people. Let's have a real conversation. So they replaced Black Noir with a new actor or whatever in the show. Like I'm saying, like in the show, it's the same person. Like it's the same, and like in real life, it's the same actor playing Black Noir, but he's actually talking now. And it's just so funny because he's like trying to figure out the role that he's supposed to be playing as Black Noir. He's like, but I don't understand. What am I supposed to say, or what am I supposed to do? And it's like, bro, you're not supposed to do shit. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I miss OG Black Noir, bro. I miss OG Black Noir. As far as like I guess her name is Starlight. I don't really care for her. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really care for her character at all. I don't. Yeah, I like, what's her name? Kimiko. I like her. This bitch is insane. Like she's basically like the Wolverine of this show. You know what I mean? Like basically the last part I saw in the show, of the fourth episode, motherfucker, she caught a grenade launcher to the fucking stomach. Her intestines was hanging out, but basically like she can regenerate. I don't know like how they would be able to kill her. You know what I mean? Once again, would I smash? Absolutely not. Okay, I have boundaries. Believe it or not, Low Key T has boundaries. Would I smash? Absolutely not. Even if I put even if I put a motherfucking a supreme, okay, a supreme baklava over her fucking head and just bent it over, couldn't do it. Okay. I don't know what the hell going on here because I didn't finish watching the episode, but yeah, as far as Huey, his dad, they once again like the character development in the show, it's just it just seemed like it's just you know what I mean, like it's kind of I'm not gonna say the writing is the best, but it's like once again Huey's dad, he had a stroke and basically like I guess he's in a coma, and they're saying that he's gonna die. And it's like his dad, before that, his dad was always calling him, hitting him up, trying to talk to him, have a relationship with him. And Huey just basically was like blowing his dad off. He was like, no diddy. He was like, I don't want, he was just focused on other shit. And then as soon as his dad is about to die, now he cares so much. And then his mom came back into his life. And his mom is like the I forget what they call that. When you have control over if a person what's that shit called, y'all? Because I had that for my grandma. I had that for my great grandmother. When you have control, if like they live or die type shit. I forget what it's called. Oh, what's her name? Kimiko. She's yeah. I got this I got Amazon Prime, but I got a trial, and I gotta remember to cancel it. But yo, they got some shit on Amazon Prime, bro. They got some shit up on there. I was watching this show called Fallout. I was watching this other show called Night Sky. You know what I'm saying? This is the most TV I've watched in years. This is the most TV I've watched in a very long time. You know what I'm saying? But it was something else that pissed me off about this show. I can't really remember now. They got A-Train. Homelander finna kill A-Train. A-Train is basically on his Tekashi 6ix9ine shit. He's a rat. He's an informant. He's working with the ops, so they definitely gonna do him. Homelander is gonna do him crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let me see this real quick.
In his jacket, or Huey and his mom are one and the same. She could be the manifestation of all his fears and abandonment, and by having her administer the Compound V, it protects himself from the guilt of having to make this weighty decision. In the season's trailer, we'll see what appears to be Huey Sr. survive this injection, so it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, so he had to give his dad the Compound V. Basically, is what gives people the superpowers and shit. So basically, he's gonna turn his own dad into like a mutant. You know what I'm saying? To save his life, and who knows how that's gonna go? Shit, who knows how that's gonna go? You know what I mean? I know what I would have did if that was my mom, nigga. If that was my parents in a coma, I know what I would have did, nigga. Okay. All right.
What kind of powers he may have. This episode also has a short tease for the V52 Expo,
He be slow singing and flower bringing, nigga.
which I believe is a spoof of Disney's D23 Expo. Of particular note are the Guardians of Godolphin, Sam and Kate, who we see briefly in the season trailer. Their appearance was hinted at in
So yeah, it's a lot about this show. Just super, like, if you look on TV, social media, it mirrors a lot of it, a lot of the talking points. You know, if you just go on Twitter and you scrolling down Twitter in real life, this show basically mirrors a lot of that shit. And it just shows you, honestly, in a nutshell, in the essence, it shows you that the world that we live in is such a meme. It's become such a joke, and nothing is like really serious. Nothing, even war, like nothing. Nothing is bro. Everything that's going on, people is out here making a joke about it. Everything that goes on is motherfuckers making memes, TikTok. It's just a joke. The reality we live in is a fucking joke. You know, and I'm telling you, once again, I was watching one of these fucking movies, but it's like, bro, it could be a whole meteorite. It could be a fucking meteorite, you know, about to hit Earth, and it'll be some dumb motherfucker making a TikTok dancing or doing some shit like that, clout chasing the apocalypse, clout chasing the end of the world. I'm like, bro, it's a fucking disease. It's a disease, bro. You know what I mean? It gets to a point where it's like I'm maxed out. Like I'm maxed out on the entertainment. I'm maxed out on it because honestly, it's not even this shit. It's not genuine like fuel. It's not. This shit doesn't feed your soul. You know what I'm saying? It's just something to watch to kill time until you moving on to whatever other dumb shit you got to do. Right? I'm at work. I go to work. I work all fucking night, and I'm just watching these videos just to help me get past the time where I'm basically being I'm serving out my little sentence, you know, my 8-hour sentence every night. Let's have a real conversation. You feel me? I'm gonna go to the park. And I want to go ground for a little bit. Let me see if I got one more story before we get up out of here. But we'll go on. We'll finish this up on Instagram. There's always some dumb shit going on Instagram, dog. To be honest. Here this shit go. Why is it going so slow? wrong with this? Here we go, man. Okay, so I guess they're not gonna let me go on Instagram. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, I'm not allowed to use Instagram right now. So it's always something. The fuck? Oh my god. Hold on, man. Thought of me. Yeah. I don't know why they won't let me go on Instagram. Huh. Yeah, something's going on with Instagram. I don't know. It might be down or something. That's gay. What's my anything talking about me? Shit. I'll watch this video. Oh, let me see. I was watching this one dude. Let me see if I could go to his channel. This dude funny as hell. This dude was funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. Of course he don't show up. Oh, is this it? Yeah, this is it right here.
There's only one time where we truly get a break from.
First of all, I don't know why this man has on a goddamn bandana. I don't know why he hiding his face. But he made this video called Sleeping to Escape Reality. And I remember when I was at my worst, like as far as like depression, I would sleep all day. Like I would literally, like I was so just maxed out when it came to this world. I would sleep all day. I'd only be awake maybe 4 hours a day. I would just lay on the fucking couch, and you know, I was such a terrible fucking pet owner at the time, bro. I was so depressed. And some days I didn't even take my dogs out to the bathroom. I had to have my roommate go take them to the bathroom. Like, you know, I just completely said fuck my responsibilities, fuck my health, fuck my hygiene, you know. And the only time I was happy was when I was fucking unconscious. And even though today I'm moving around a lot, I work a lot, you know, I still like it. Just genuinely feel like, you know, with all the bullshit that's going on, and you realize how fucking irrelevant and stupid and annoying it is. It's just like I really do feel like the only time I'm happy is when I'm unconscious, is when I'm asleep and when I'm not in this realm. And and me personally, I just feel like that's because, you know, it's just that yearning to return to source. You know what I'm saying? Just that, like that just like state of just, you just get away from all this man-made bullshit. You know what I mean? But this nigga is funny because I believe him. I believe this dude when he said what he said.
From all the bullshit we have to deal with. No, it's not when you come home from work and you can just relax and just chill. Not even that. Because even in that case, you're still
I
gonna
just
be
don't understand why he got look like a cartel member. You know what I'm saying? Talking about, you know, his depression and shit.
worrying about what's gonna happen tomorrow at work, or you're gonna be worrying about, you know, the shit that already did happen. You're gonna be stressing about the shit that already did happen because you just had a fucking rough day at work. But when you truly get a rest from this shit ass existence, it's when you're going to sleep. When you get tucked into that bed, put your blanket over your body, and you're getting ready to sleep. You're about to sleep. And then when you're actually asleep, that's when you truly take a rest and take a break from this fucking terrible reality. No stress, no worries, nothing. Unless you have a damn nightmare, Even having a nightmare is sometimes better than reality. It's more eventful than reality, that's for sure. These days, when I have a nightmare, I'm like, I'm not enjoying it while I'm in the nightmare.
Like on some for real shit, man. Like I feel, I literally, genuinely feel the emotion of love more in my dreams than I do in real life. In real life, it's just like, bro, the Adjustment Bureau is working. The Matrix agents, oh, they working overtime. When I go to sleep, I'll have dreams of just, it don't even be sex anymore. I'll have dreams where I'm just with a random bitch I never seen before, and we just laid up, or we hugging on each other, we loving on each other, and I'm like, and then I wake up and I'm like, it's just this, like, just, you know what I mean? It's just, like, in this world or this realm or this on this side, it's just so much fucking like hatred and just like low vibrational shit, confusion and just like dark energy. And then when I sleep, it's just like, it's funny because I don't know if I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm doing that. Like if I when I'm going into that shadow realm or whatever, when I'm going into the spirit realm, I don't know if I'm doing that. Like I'm like, since I'm constantly thinking about, what I want and things of that nature, when I finally go into that spirit realm, it's actually like, I'm experiencing it because I'm creating it. You know what I mean? Or I don't know if it's just me really existing in a different timeline or dimension. That's why I talk about that show Dark Matter. That's one of my favorite shows, top 5 shows on TV right now. Dark Matter. Not really a hard concept to understand, but when you think about just existing at the same time, just in a different timeline, you know what I'm saying? And just how people treat you, it's crazy. In this show, Dark Matter, he basically, the dude get kidnapped out of his world by a different world version of himself. The niggas the nigga's kidnapping himself from a different realm just so he can experience what that life would be like. It's just so crazy. This is the type of shit I think about, why everybody else is worried about the stupidest shit in the fucking world. You know what I mean? And what the fuck is today? Friday, Thursday? So I think about stuff like that. I'm like, well, in this realm, is it just like this? I'm just playing out the character that I'm supposed to play out, where it's like I'm not meant to have kids. I'm not meant to have a wife. I'm meant to be fucking alone. I'm meant to be on the Mike Ehrmantraut side of the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm just meant to be just a lone savage wolf. The fuck was that? Hold on, y'all.
But when I wake up, I'm like, damn, that was so much more interesting than real life. But then got to go back to work the next day, or got to go back to school the next day. And then you're back into that same monotonous, boring cycle that we call life. Dreams are just so much more interesting than life. Even if it's a dream about, something that could very well happen in real life, it always just seems to be more interesting in the dream. And that's because life is boring as shit. I mean, the amount of shit you can do in your dreams that's really damn cool, it's just infinite because your dreams are just your imagination. Shit, if you're playing a video game and you're really addicted to that video game, it's probably going to pop up in your dreams. And sometimes it may even be better in the dream because when you're actually playing the game in real life, you have the stress and worry about work and school in the back of your mind. But when you're in the dream, there is no stress. Life would be just so much better if we as humans could sleep way more. There are animals that can just sleep for months on end. Even animals that don't sleep for months on end. There's animals like koalas and shit, sloths. They can just sleep like 22 out of 24 hours a day. They're only awake for like 2 hours a day. You know, that would be absolutely amazing if we
Now,
could.
this is where I get off the boat because I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about. You know, because I've been there. I've been there. And the more you sleep, just because the more you sleep, it doesn't give you energy. The more you sleep, you don't wake up like, I feel refreshed and I feel I got all this. No. The more you sleep when you in that frequency, the tireder you stay or get. You get more tired or you stay tired because you trapped in a frequency. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I had to kick into survival mode. It was either, you know, just go somewhere and fucking die. Go die somewhere and be done with this shit. Or, you know, go to work, make some money, try to figure out, you know, how to feed myself, and, you know, feed my dogs at the time and figure out where, you know, how to fucking get a clean bed to sleep in and wash my ass, you know what I'm saying? And that was it. You know, and I feel for the people that just lay down and die. Those are the people where it's just like their survival mode either doesn't activate or it's just burnt out. We not like, contrary to this indoctrination belief, we're not designed to live the way that they got us living. You know what I'm saying? You know, you look at the planet, regardless if you believe in God or not, if you just look at the planet that we living on, we supposed to be eating off the land. We don't have to work. We not supposed to work. We supposed to be eating off the land and being grateful for just that. That's it. But once again, man destroys everything. Man destroys everything. And the number one thing that man destroys that's unforgivable is minds. You got man out here destroying people's minds. You got man out here presenting, you know, playing characters, presenting false hope. These people deserve death. Period. Now, I'm not qualified. You know, me personally, I'm not qualified to take anybody's life. Okay? I'm not qualified to do that. Let's have a real conversation. And I'm pissed the fuck off that my fucking Instagram is not working. Bro, what is going on here? Something didn't happen to my Instagram, bro. Like the page won't even load up. This is crazy. I might have to restart my computer. So anyway, see if I got anything else on here. I kind of want to look up this Alex Jones shit a little bit, but at the same time, I really don't give a shit. We all know Alex Jones is owned and controlled. And we fuck up by giving these people attention, man. That's really where we fuck up. I was listening to something, I don't remember what it was, but basically the nigga said the only way you could win this game is by not playing. Let's see. The whole thing is a hoax.
Why are you not investing in tax liens?
Once again,
No, seriously.
advertisement, commercial, buy, consume. Get the fuck off
Culture
my
and in various other cultures, we have an absolutely extraordinary attitude to the new member of human society. Instead of saying frankly to children, how do you do? Welcome to the human race. We are playing a game, and we are playing by the following rules. We want to tell you what the rules are so that you'll know your way around. And when you've understood what rules we're playing by, when you get older, you may be able to invent better ones. But instead of that, we still retain an attitude to the child that he is on probation. He's not really a human being. He's a candidate for humanity. Therefore, to preserve the role of parent or to preserve the role of teacher, which is that they string you out. And in just this way, we have a whole system of preparation of the child for life. Which always is preparation and never actually gets there. In other words, we have a system of schooling which starts with grades. And we get this little creature into the thing with a kind of, come on, kitty, kitty, kitty. And we get it always preparing for something that's going to happen. So you go into nursery school as preparation for kindergarten. You go to kindergarten as preparation for first grade. And then you go up the grades till you get to high school. And then comes a time when maybe if we can get you fascinated enough with this system, you go to college. And then when you go to college, if you're smart, you get into graduate school and stay a perpetual student and go back to be a professor and just go round and round in the system. But in the ordinary way, they don't encourage quite that. They want you after graduate school or after graduation, commencement as it's called, beginning to get out into the world. And so you've been trained for this and now you've arrived. But when you get out into the world at your first sales meeting, they've got the same thing going again because they want you to make that quota. And if you do make it, they give you a higher quota. And come along about the 45 years of age, maybe you're vice president. And you suddenly it dawns on you that you've arrived. With a certain sense of having been cheated, because life feels the same as it always felt. And you are conditioned to be in desperate need of a future. So the final goal that this culture prepares for us is called retirement. When you will be a senior citizen and you will have the wealth and the leisure to do what you've always wanted, but you will at the same time have impotence and false teeth and no energy. So the whole thing from beginning to end is a hoax. And furthermore, some other aspects of the hoax, just for kicks. You are involved, by and large, in a very strange business system, which divides your day into work and play. Work comes everybody does, and you get paid to do it because nobody could care less about doing it. In other words, it is so abominable and boring that you can get paid for doing it. And the object of doing this is to make money. And the object of making money is to go home and enjoy the money that you've made.
Bro, I'll be at work. I'll be falling asleep at work. I fall asleep like every night at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. I'll be at work. I go to work. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I clean up, take the garbage out, whatever. And then that's it, bro. Just clean up the part, whatever. Bro, I put like a movie on or something, a podcast, whatever. Nigga, I can't help it. Nigga, I can't stop. I can't, yo. I'll be at work snoring, dog. I be at work snoring, bro, and it sucks because like my job, I'm the only person like I'm the only person that's like doing what I gotta do. So like, you know, I can barely take a shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I gotta, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing worse than having to take a fast shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know? And then I got this creepy ass fucking white dude that works there. Always fucking staring at me, bro. I don't know if this nigga's a fag or what's going on. But it's like, oh, it's like this older white dude. He got about 2.5 teeth in his mouth. He former military, former army or something like that. Every time he come outside, every time I look at him, I mean, just on the fucking like it's just a Fleece Johnson stare. And I'm like, I might have to kill this nigga one day, man. I really might have to kill this nigga. Just the way every time I look up, the niggas outside staring at me, like just staring at me, like, you know what I mean? I'm like, bro, I really might have to kill this nigga, bro. Why is you looking at me, bro? You know what I mean? Like I'm a fucking zoo attraction or some shit.
When you've got it, you see, you can buy pleasure, and this is a,
you know. And then I got another kid that worked there. He's like the store leader, you know, the person, you know, the manager of the store. He's like her son. He gay as all hell, and I don't have nothing against gay people, but he a little, you know, he a little, you know, a little sassy little motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The only person I was cool with there was just like 65-year-old bitch, and she ended up moving to, you know, to a different state. But yeah, I was cool with her, and then she left. So now I'm stuck with this weird ass nigga that stared at me all night. Okay, with the gingivitis mouth, and then this little sassy razzle dazzle nigga. He literally like gets on his knees and like watches movies. Like he watches like his phone, like he like watches movies or something on his phone. But like he like gets on his knees behind the counter, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, I'm just surrounded, bro. I'm surrounded by the strangest fucking NPCs. And then it's another girl that worked there. She worked in the deli, and she always like she just seemed like one of those bitches that like they want somebody to talk to them, like they want to socialize, but they just like, she don't want to initialize it. You know what I'm saying? Like me, if somebody in my face, I'm just like, what's up? You know what I mean? That's the type of person I am, regardless if I say hi first or not. But this one of them dumb bitches that's like, well, if somebody doesn't talk to me, I'm not going to talk to them. I'm like, bitch, I don't have the energy to go out of my way to talk to your NPC ass. Get the fuck out the way, you know? And these people like get attitudes for having to do their job. And I'm just like, yeah, that's why I'm glad. Like I work outside and I kind of work by myself. You know what I mean? Like I rarely have to talk to these people. And that's why I love working jobs where I'm by myself. Cause when I'm in positions where I got to work with people, like I just always want to choke the shit out of somebody or step on their face. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, get the fuck away from me. I hate people, bro. I hate people and people suck. I had an Uber driver yesterday. I had an Uber driver staring at the GPS. The Uber driver, this little foreign piece of shit dude, I don't give a fuck. I had an Uber driver yesterday. He's staring at the fucking Google Maps, and he asking me for directions. I'm like, bro, if you don't get the fuck away. Like, if that's the case, get out. If that's the case, get out. I'll drive myself home, nigga. Or get in the back seat. Move over, nigga. Nigga asking me for directions. I ain't never seen nothing like it in my life. Nigga getting paid to take me home, and he asking me for directions, staring at the motherfucking GPS. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, bro. Yeah, I just don't have the energy, bro. Like, and you know, I could probably crack this bitch if I wanted to. She like a BBW, you know what I'm saying? She a BBW, You know what I'm saying? But if I wanted to, I could probably destroy this bitch. I could probably ruin her life. I just don't have the energy, bro. You gotta have energy to deal with these motherfuckers, man. And I just don't be having the energy. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with BBWs, man. I like a bitch that got. I fuck with a bitch that got a little bit of shit. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of love handle. You know what I'm saying? A little love handle action going on. Bitch, where you going? Come here. Bitch, where you going? Okay, let's call it bitch. Where you going? Handles. Okay, where you going, bitch? Grab the bitch by a fucking fat. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you going, bitch.
Complete fallacy. Money never can buy pleasure, because all pleasures depend upon not putting down a symbol of power, money.
My problem is, whenever I talk to a girl, they just, once they realize that I'm not a beta male, once they realize I'm not a simp, once they realize I'm not going to follow them, they lose interest. You know what I mean? That's just really what it comes down to. Once they realize, oh, this dude is not going to worship, you know what I mean, bro? I'm not Lilith. Be Lilith. Do your thing. But once they realize I'm not going for that, like, bro, we going to be equal, or, you know what I mean? That's really it. I don't really need a bitch to, like, I feel like being submissive, it goes both ways. It's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? I'm not over here trying to be a fucking a tyrant to a bitch, and I'm not about to be a simp for any bitch. It's not going to happen. But it's just like where I live at, I don't know what the fuck is going on. The programming is just so insane. I live in a liberal state. You know what I'm saying? People do not think outside the box over here. It's actually funny. I'm about to get up out of here, but you know, I'm at work, and then this lady just pulled up. It's this single mom ass bitch. She had to be 40. I think she said she was 41. I'm not gonna lie. This was a badass fucking garlic aioli colored bitch, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. She had like green eyes. It was a white bitch. She had green eyes, blonde hair, big old juicy, you know what I'm saying? Juicy fruit titties. She had a little meat back there. She had a little baby fupa. She definitely still had, you know what I'm saying? That baby weight was still there. That baby weight was I'm like, bitch, the baby's like 5 years old. What you gonna do with that shit? What you still doing with that shit? The baby weight was still there. Okay. You know, but she had some nice legs too. Like she had a little stomach on her. She had a little stomach, but she had nice, you know what I'm saying, nice legs. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know what I'm saying? You know, it is what it is. Like, but I was talking to her, and she was really just like, she parked her car and then just kept talking to me. So I'm like, all right, well, you know, I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm meant to talk to this bitch. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's rare that people just come find me type shit and just, you know what I mean? Unless it's on some bullshit. But she parked her car, like, you know, in the parking lot where I work at, and then she just talked, like, she just kept talking to me. We ended up talking for like 2 hours, but outside. But she kept talking to me, and then we started talking about low key, like she was one of us. You know what I'm saying? Like out of nowhere, you know, we started talking about the jibby jab. She was like, you know, I never took that. These people are, you know, anybody who took that is stupid. You know, that's why they're dying. You know, allegedly. You know, it was. You know, we were homeless at the same fucking place. Like when I was homeless, I had to go to the state, whatever. The state tried to make me stay at this fucking crack house. You know, I'm showing her pictures, and she was like, yeah, I stayed there too. She showed me videos, and I'm like, wow. And I'm saying, this is, you know, this was like 2 years ago, but this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a woman that's, you know, 10 years older than me. She got 2 kids, and she was in the same exact situation that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's not an age thing. It's an economy thing. You know what I'm saying? You work 40 hours a week. You work full time. You still don't get paid enough. You don't get paid enough to fucking live comfortably in the state that you're working full time in. It's not an age thing. It's not a individual thing. It's an economy thing. This economy is bullshit. It's trash. And instead of people like honestly going down to their local politicians' homes and letting their voices be heard, and a little more than that, people just continue to keep paying. People continue to keep paying. Keep paying the gas. Keep paying the fucking bullshit rent, mortgage. Keep paying everything. The price of food, the price of water. People just keep fucking paying. And that's why they keep taxing. That's why they keep doing what they do. Because they know nobody's going to do a goddamn thing about it. Says you have a tattoo. Nah. She has some nice legs. I ain't gonna lie. I like bitches that got nice legs. But yeah, long story short, she was a whole fucking full-blown conspiracy theorist bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then you know, being the realest nigga in the world that I am, you know, low-key love the kids, no diddy, you know, I'm broke as hell. But I gave her some money and I told her, you know, to go get her kids some ice cream or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She pulled up. she pulled up and she only had $9. She pulled up and she was like, I only got $9 to my name. So, you know, I gave her some money. So, you know, obviously she gonna spend some of it, but I told her to do something for the kid or whatever, you know. Like in real life, man, I look out for people, even though I don't have much of shit, even though every single day somebody fucking judging me and attacking me, for my, you know, the situations that I'm going through and whatever. Like I help people, man. You know what I'm saying? I really try to help people, man. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I got that bitch phone number and everything, man, but I haven't really hit her up or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But she was a full-blown conspiracy theorist bitch, but she was like super she was kind of tweaking a little bit that night. She was moving real fast, real jittery. Okay, I don't know if she just injected herself with some B12. Okay, all right, or that motherfucking rock, or that rock active, that crack rock started to activate. I don't know, but I will definitely. I was like, bitch. I'm looking at this Caucasian woman. I'm like, bitch, I could clean you up. You know what I'm saying? You find some just some beat up Gucci. You find some beat up Gucci loafers at the thrift store and shit. You clean them up, you put it on Marketplace. You know, you came up. I'm looking at this Caucasian bitch. I'm like, you do know white bitches are the most powerful entity in this realm, right? White bitches control this world, man. Let's have a real conversation. Okay. And if you don't believe me, 2 words: Hillary Clinton. Let's have a real conversation. Okay. White bitch do what the hell white bitch want to do. Every nigga in his right mind wish he was a white bitch. Let's have a real conversation. White bitch do what she won't do. Let's have a real conversation, man. I'm looking at this bitch. I'm like, bitch, let me clean you up. Let me take you somewhere, get your nails done. Fucking, you got these press on. I ain't never seen no shit like this. She got French tips on her feet. I'm like, ew. I'm like, ew, who does that? You know? I'm like, let me clean you up, man. Okay. All right. Get a bag off of you, lady. Shit. You feel me? So yeah.
But upon disciplines. In other words, now in Sausalito, where I live, we have pier after pier full of fine boats, motor cruisers, sailing boats.
She gonna tell me she had a little piece of shit truck. She gonna tell me, yeah, my truck is fucked up. I can only make left turns. You know, and that's normally when a person would say, "You too fucking old to be struggling like this."
All sorts of things.
I'm like, how you gonna get home if you can only make left turns? You got to print out a MapQuest, okay? You got to print out a MapQuest that is very specifically calculated on how to get home if you can only make left turns.
Which nobody ever uses. Because they've been bought on the falling for the ad line that if you buy this thing, you will have pleasure. You will have status. You will have something or other. But then they suddenly discover that having a boat requires the art of seamanship, which is difficult but rewarding.
This nigga says seamanship. That's insane, bro. Seamanship. That's like scholarship, but for seamen. That's crazy as hell. That's like some I'm gonna start like you know how these bitch ass niggas on YouTube join my course. I'm gonna make a course called seamanship. Okay, show you how to bust directly, how to bust directly in a nothing ass bitch eyeball. Okay, fuck her all the way over. Seamanship. Okay, join my course.
Therefore, nobody has time for it, and all they do with the boat,
a crash course in money shots, no Diddy,
is have
seamanship.
Cocktail parties on them at the weekend.
Nut in a bitch eyeball on a Titanic. Seamanship.
And in myriads of ways. You see, you go home.
Oh shit, that's you. I could have swore I saw a demon. I could have swore I saw a Diddy on a seamanship.
We're the wealthiest people in
Diddy be having Diddy parties on seamanships.
The world, and you would think that having earned your money, you would have a great banquet and an orgy and so on, but nobody does. They eat a tea.
What is with this nigga Allen, bro? First he says seamanships, and now he talking about orgies and shit. What the fuck is Alan Watts on, bro? Alan, what the fuck is you on, bro? What is Alan Watts on? This video is giving seamanship, Alan Watts. What the fuck is he talking about? Orgies and seamanships. Okay. If I nut anywhere on Lizzo's big ass fucking body, okay, it might look like a seamanship. Okay, that's a big that's a boat built bitch, man. Seamanship. Fuck is Alan Watts on? That's where I get off the boat. That's where I get off, man. But I'm cooking up something, man. I don't have a fucking so I had a I had my little car or whatever. My car totaled and it got towed. So I haven't had a car for like a month. And I've been, taking Ubers everywhere and shit, just getting fucking raped. Just getting financially fucking just raped. But spending $30 to $40 a day just to get to work and get home. Crazy. But my car was basically my studio. Like, it was funny. I had so much shit up in my car. You know, if you know acoustics or whatever, you know, recording sound and shit like that, how sound absorbs. I had so much clothes and shit that absorbs sound in my car, so that when I recorded in my car, it like sounded like kind of like I was in a studio, right? So yeah, I've been writing, you know, I've been writing songs, and I'm working on something right now. I'm working on something right now, but I just don't have I have nowhere to fucking record it. Cause I don't have a fucking car. But once I get situated, I got some shit that I want to put out, but it's just funny. Like my car was my studio, and now they took the car. I don't have a studio. That shit is hilarious, bro. All right, man. I'm up out of here, man. Appreciate everybody chiming in, man. Nigga, I don't even have a closet, dog. Like, I don't even have a closet, nigga. I don't even have a closet, nigga. Where I stay at, I don't even have a closet. I'd say I'm dugging right now. Ever since I've been living here, bro, I've been dugging. I ain't got no closet. I ain't even got no fucking closet. You know, you just throw the whole nigga life away, bro. Throw a whole nigga life away. Throw a whole nigga life away, nigga. Nigga ain't even got a closet, nigga. God damn. Man, shit. Man, nigga, you text this bitch right now, man. Shit. She got 2 kids. I'll be the pappy. If she got 2 kids, I'll be the pappy. Fuck it. Where's she at? Where this bitch in my phone? Oh, shit. I text the bitch. I said, hey, what's up? You got a closet you don't need, bitch. All right, man. Slow key, and I am. I say I am. You know who I am. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, man. Salute.
Are you crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking stupid? What I did, a nigga has never done ever, ever, ever. Nobody has ever done what I've done ever.